Alright, Shalom Akim. Want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Hey man, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai bless us with another video, which actually stems off of, the spirit I camped yesterday. Because, as brothers know, we all camp in downtown areas. And next to our camp, there's a, like a court building. And on the top of the court building, you have a flag, the American flag. And we noticed through the spirit how the flag is, halfway down the pole, man. Which is a sign, and when you look it up, it's a sign of distress,
Let's open up.
Yeah, we're going to get this precept, yeah.
This 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
Right, so the endings and effects and signs represent, everything around you. From how the people act, to the signs in the skies, all right, to, something that Esau himself has to do according to his laws is that he has to raise or lower the flag according to the, what time and season we're in. Now, if you look it up, just a simple Google search. All right, a half-raised flag. All right, it says half-mast and half-staff refer to a flag flying below the summit of a ship mast, a pole on land, or a pole on a building. In many countries, this is seen as a symbol of respect, mourning, distress, or in some cases, a salute. So in this case, when you look it up, you look up let me see if I can find it, because you have half raised fuck, I just had it. Well, anyway, it was about a month ago to where this devil Donald Trump, he put out a decree that a lot of these countries, a lot of these cities in the U.S., they gotta basically put their American flags at half raised or half mast because of the COVID-19 deaths. And here it is. You got people, they're allowing people to go back out to the beaches, go back out to restaurants. But yet and still, these to this very day, which, camp was yesterday, to this very day, you had the flag still lowered on a courthouse. So that should tell you something. These are signs and effects. You got something?
Matter of fact, what was that? Oh, you were speaking about that. We were speaking about it in the car about the Juneteenth,
right?
With the flag as well. Well,
fuck, man.
Yeah, being these weak ass bodies, man. And you can see this place going down. Anybody, even a blind man can see that. Even these people that's not in the truth, they can see that America is going down. And also too, you could grab that after about the Roman Empire and how that has something flag like similar to America. Matter of fact, you could actually grab that if you can't find that right quick. Let me see something. And the scriptures tell you too, it's the distress of nations, men's hearts failing them for fear. All right, and the signs that we're living in now is the Yahweh Shai, the ones that orchestrated this whole thing to go down like this. Because if Esau's got his flag down for a long period of time, that symbolizes that he's going down. All right, because you can't really build this place up. This place was never even found on. It's not even it's just what 200 and something years of their existence. They've been in war. All right, they've been in war. America's always been at war. This place has never been a firm place anyway. The infrastructure is weak. All right, this place is a place of confusion. You found it?
I'm about to do it.
Go ahead.
I can't find out.
No, yeah. I highlighted it too. What?
No, it's right here.
You sure? Oh.
That's all good. I found the article anyway. I just got the article.
Yeah, it's in there, right? I sent it all to you.
It says, The precise origin of a half-raised flag as a way to honor the fallen is also unclear, Rogers said. Some traditions say the lower flag allows room for an invisible flag of death to fly above it. Others point to the tradition in naval warfare of lowering a flag to indicate surrender. There are also claims that lowering a flag symbolically recreates the ancient Greco-Roman tradition of signaling death with a broken column or staff. Rogers said, currently at least 21 countries use a lower flag to honor the dead.
Right. See that? And that they back in the ancient Roman or the Greco-Roman Empire, they did that, but it was more like I sent you a picture of the two. All right, it was a staff and a flag. A flag like would be like in the middle. Of course, with the eagle that represents America as well, it represents ancient Roman Greece. It would be an eagle on the end of that staff. And I got a scripture, Isaiah chapter 14, verse. Let's read verse 4. That thou shall take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. All right, and we know the kings of Babylon, they could call themselves by prime ministers. They could call themselves by what they do in Britain, which America came out of Britannia or Britain. But they could call themselves as presidents or whatever you want to call yourself, but you're still a king. It's just another way of saying you're in rulership. You could be underneath the elites, but it's still, the elites are considered kings too. All right? It doesn't really matter what you call yourself. You're still a devil and you're still a king. All right? That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how after oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased. The oppressor hasn't ceased just right away. All right? He's going to bring in his New World Order. Well, he's going to try to bring in his New World Order. All right, he's going to, the RFID microchip, a lot of people are going to accept that mark of the beast. Okay, World War III is going to take place on the soils of America and as well as other places in this world. So really, this is a prophecy speaking about the times we're living in now. All right, and Isaiah, our forefathers and all of them seen these things happening. All right, John the Revelator. All right. The Lord have broken the staff of the wicked. All right.
That's actually talking about That's actually talking about when this place falls. But he
said that's what I'm getting. Yeah, come. The Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. So when the Lord takes this place down, you're really going to know that the Lord took this place down. All right, the scepter of the rulership of the wicked. All right, because that symbolizes too mourning, a state of mourning. Now you got statutes. And people taking down statutes. Well, guess what, though? Now they got to take, the American flag symbolizes rape, rob, and murder. So you got to take the flag down, all right? Ultimately, you got to take the flag down. You knocking down slave owner statutes, all right? Jake over there, 2/3 uprising, knocking down Edomite statutes. But guess what, though? That's still on. You got to take down the American flag. You got to get rid of the money, all right? You got Thomas Jefferson's faces on the money. Andrew Jackson, the Indian killer's faces on the money. George Washington, he's another one that owns slaves, Israelite slaves. He's on the money. So what are you going to do about that? Since you like insurrections and uprising, like Nat Turner, he couldn't really do nothing against his oppressor. They're still beating the nations with a continual stroke. All right, but this flag represents what? The mourning state of America. Matter of fact, you can grab that last article that I sent you to, not unless you got something there.
It says the flag should never be displayed with the Union down, except as a signal of dire distress and instances of extreme danger to life or property.
Right, and property. What property? Their statues. All right, their statues being knocked down. Cristobal Colon. You know how many Cristobal Colon statues out there in the world? All right, this devil is still in power. All right, and Esau don't take that lightly. You knocking down their property or damaging their property. All right. So that's a setup to get you, Jakes, exactly where the Lord wants you. All right, and that's for the slaughter. All right, Isaiah 14:5. The Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the ruler. Staff represents a rulership too. All right, you Jakes out there thinking that you're gonna change something by Edomites bowing down to you and forgive us for the slave trade. All right, why couldn't they take the flag and have halfway down when it was they got it for COVID-19, but 400 years of slavery last year, like the brother mentioned, we was in the car back in 2019. All right, why couldn't they raise the flag halfway then? All right. What's that? Lloyd's insurance company, one of the biggest insurance companies in the world, owned slaves. Or you think they care? Their apologies ain't accepted. They gonna do the same exact thing they did to you yesterday. They gonna gun you down. A Northern Kingdom Jake just got gunned down a few days ago, I believe. All right, so it really don't really mean nothing.
Yep. And the article I had brought up earlier, you was mentioning. This article is called "This is where flags are flying at the half-staff." Okay. So it says I'll just read down. On June 19th, 2020, Juneteenth, Vermont, all right, it names places Vermont, Minnesota, Illinois, South Dakota, New Mexico, Mississippi, Michigan, and so on. It says, as ordered by the government, all flags at state facilities will fly at half-staff on the 19th day of each month until the end of 2020 in honor of those who have died from COVID-19. You know? So like the brother was going into, and hey, this place is only going to get worse until it's destruction, because that's prophecy. You know, now Esau says, as we did a lesson yesterday, Esau says peace and safety. All right, but really there is no peace and safety, man. All right, Jakes is still getting shot down. There's an article I had seen yesterday that said by May 11th there will be 145,000 COVID-19 victims, man. You know, and Esau, see, this devil tells you one thing, all right, but at the same time he tells you, you know, you can go out but you got to practice safe distancing, man. You know, which one is it, man? We was at the park, and you know, Esau opened up the park, but he'll still close down certain facilities. You know, so this devil knows that it's going to get worse. All right, and hey, the scripture we just brought out, the endings and effects and signs. There are signs, man. Esau, you know, going on the highway, you see billboards, social distancing, stuff like that. You know, you watch the news, people are still being put to death. So it's only going to continue to get worse.
This is Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which this weaken the nations? And this place eventually is going to come down. It was this, Yahweh Shah said that he beheld Satan as lightning, if you know where that scripture is at. All right, that this place is going to come down because lightning strikes fast. This place is going to come down fast. All right, and Lucifer only means a light bearer. That's all Lucifer means. All right, for all you unlearned people out there, it's simple to understand. All it means is light bearer or illuminated ones. And the illuminated ones are the elites, Esau and his society, or the rulers of this earth. All right, all the Edomite bloodline, which is the same bloodline. All right, different Edomite families, but the same bloodline.
Luke 10 and 18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing by any means shall hurt you. That was the point.
Right, but Yahweh Shah spoke about it. He beheld Satan as coming down. Read that again.
I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
Right, Yahweh Shah even seen this kingdom come down. And how is this kingdom being taken down? Esau is showing you how weak he really is. He's really not a power, even although the Most High gave him the power of the earth. Yeah, but he's still showing that he's not, all these other nations are getting strong. He's not as strong as he used to be. All right, he can't really take down somebody that fast like the way he did. But the Lord said they're going to be taken down quick because these other nations, they looking at America like, man, this place is weak. You got your people, even Britain, which America came out of, all right, which America came out of, but they're looking at this place like it's weak. You're allowing people to pretty much trample over your, you know what I mean, your kingdom, taking down statutes, all right, pretty much mocking you, just laughing at you. Look what we could do. We could go uprise. We go write Black Lives Matter in front of the White House or whatever it is, all right, in bold letters, and they can't do nothing about it. But that's still another trap for you 2/3 because the Lord is going to prepare you for that sword.
Yeah, precept.
All right.
Isaiah 19 and 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Actually, I'll start at 1.
Right.
The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, as the Lord said. When he comes, he's gonna find this place already set on fire. Meaning he's gonna find wars. All right, he's gonna find pestilence. He's gonna find this place in ruins. All right, and we on our way down the path of destruction, man. This place is. And they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor. All right, you got Karens out here fighting against Jake, man. All right, which Karens represents these Edomites that's pissed off that they're losing their kingdom. All right, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. Okay, so the Most High is destroying the counsel or the plot thereof, man. You know, Esau thinks, you know, he's going to be able to, you know, have the whole world eventually under his under his realm. He be able to, you know, move the waters, if you will, to his liking, man. But nah, the Lord, hey, come to upset this place, man.
Well, they do have the whole world, but the brother is talking about pretty much their new world order. That's what they really want to achieve or accomplish.
Right? And it says, I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards.
God. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Pride, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. Lloyd's Insurance Company got it by deceit. All right, injurious practices and wicked dealings. They made a fortune off the slave trade. All right, off the blood, sweat, and tears of you so-called Negroes from the tribe of Judah and you West Indians. All right, Benjamin, Levi, they made a fortune. And guess what? They over there relaxed. We over here talking, you know what I mean? We over here prophesying in the hot ass weather, you know what I'm saying, about you damn devils. All right, and what you did to us, and guess what? We're still stronger than you as a nation of people. No matter how much money you damn devils made off our blood, all right, guess what? We're still gonna let you know that you're going into slavery for 1,000 years, and after that, you ain't gonna exist no more. All right, but it's the way you acquired every nation. All right, you took every nation down, not even only the Israelites, but you smoked the people with a continual stroke. You're still doing it. All right, the earth is not at rest. This place is fucking abominable. All right, so because of unrighteous dealings, Sirach chapter 10, verse 8, Sirach chapter 10, verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right, and it's going to be transferred back in our power, seeing that you devils are being taken out of power. Lowering a flag symbolizes authority, symbolizes when the Romans used to march in, they used to march in with a legionary eagle, all right, a flag-like object, all right, and they used to march and pretty much conquer everybody because the eagle is a ravenous bird. It takes down a prey with quickness. It's got one of the best eyesights in the bird world, all right. Oh, you got something?
Yeah, I'll go back to we gotta go keep going on Isaiah 14.
Cut.
So it's what would you stop at?
It was nah, you're right not right. Oh, in Isaiah. I think it was 14. I believe it was 14. No, I believe it was 14. Let's 13. I'm on 13. Okay. You can start at 12 again. It's all good.
Yeah, actually I'm gonna start at 11. It says thy pomp, Isaiah 14 and 11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. You know, and that's a sight to see, man. You know, that's like if somebody, you was walking on a path and you see a dead body, you can't just walk around it and not, you know, smell it, or
you can't avoid it.
Just not look at it.
Right. It's inevitable.
Right. You know, and the nations see that. You know, what's that in Habakkuk? Oh, let me see.
And Obadiah too. Definitely bring that out too. It's all good.
Shit.
You're looking at verse 5 or verse 6, taunting proverb.
Habakkuk 3.
No, 2 and 6.
What's that say?
Shall not all these take up a parable against them, a taunting proverb against them, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
Yeah, that's a good one too. We could bring that up.
Matter of fact, I could just start from the beginning. This Habakkuk chapter 2, starting at verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. To stand upon your watch, meaning you're watching what? For the prophecies or the signs of the times that we're living in, okay? And this is a huge sign for a flag to be at half staff,
right,
especially for a long period of time, showing you that Esau's kingdom is decreasing. Now, like I was saying before, you can take down the statues, you can do whatever you want, but what are you going to do with the money? And that's exactly a setup, because what is Esau going to do? Make this a cashless society anyway. Right. So that leads up to the RFID microchip. He's going to bring it to a cashless society. Right. All right. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. The table represents the scriptures here, okay? Our banner, which we hold up with great integrity, okay?
Well, because even that precept in itself goes to show you how the end is being made in signs and effects.
Right.
Because the Lord said what? He will not remove thy teachers into the corners anymore. So right, just at the fact that you got prophets all around the world on the highways and byways in the marketplaces, shows you that this place is going down.
Gone.
I want to look up that word signs. No, what's that? You said plain?
Plain upon tables.
Make it plain. That's Habakkuk 2
and 3 and 2, Salaki, verse 2.
That word plain, it says distinct, to make clear, to declare.
So, like the brother said, brothers all over the four corners of the world, we're making it clear, distinct, and we're making it clear, distinct, and we're declaring the signs. All right, we don't care about no American flag. American flag has no power whatsoever against the elect. We don't care how high you raise it up, how low you raise it up. Events like the Roman Empire went down in 476. Who was in there before it went down? Israelites. All right, that's why Jacob is called supplanter, because we know how to supplant every damn enemy that comes against us. Just like now, the prophets on this earth, who's in rulership? Esau, and guess what? They're going to be taken out. This is the last kingdom that Esau will rule. That's it.
But that goes into Proverbs, where it says, but he speaks smooth words, believing not, for there yet 7 abominations in their heart.
Proverbs 26 and 25 and 26. Con. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Right, run represents that he may understand that readeth it. Blessed is the man that readeth. Really, blessed is the man that understandeth, because anybody can read the scriptures, but they don't have no understanding. Okay, that's why you need faithful teacher. Our Apostle Janelle is a great millstone, which easily could break down a half flag on. Brothers, we do to our ability, and we're pushing this word to our ability, and we're declaring the end of this damn kingdom. All right, our Apostle could easily break that down. They've been doing it in so many countless videos.
Well, that word read goes into the Hebrew word porah, which means to call out.
To call out, damn.
Or proclaim.
Con. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and shall not lie. All right, and to stand upon a watch. Habakkuk, what? He had to come back in his lot to stand upon his watch. So pretty much the Lord is saying, okay, the vision of this kingdom, Habakkuk is going to be on earth again, reincarnation. He's still standing upon his watch, and now the vision is speaking. Okay? For the vision is yet for an appointed time. It was for an appointed time, but the vision is now appointed. All right, it's now happening. It's now being declared. But at the end, it shall speak and not lie. All right, and it is speaking. The prophecies are speaking clear and well. Though it tarry, wait for it. Telling what? Habakkuk, showing you what? That's like Daniel standing in his lot at the end of days. Telling Habakkuk, look, though it tarry, wait for it. Okay, and all the prophets on this earth, wait for it. Because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
And you actually skipped to verse 14.
Oh, verse 14 of Habakkuk.
Yeah, 2 and 14.
God, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. All right, and the waters are covering the sea, represents this truth too, because the scripture said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So we are declaring this truth. Now, the brother read you an article about the Greco-Roman Empire, showing you they did the same exact thing. All right, they raised the flag, and when something happened, they lowered it down. Or they pretty much put it down, showing you it's a sign of being defeated or a sign of mourning. All right, so it's just clear indication that the Roman Empire is the same exact thing as now. I believe there's a few articles. It's the same thing being played out.
You can keep going on that Habakkuk 2.
That's right.
Down to like 17.
Oh, okay, come on. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 15. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Now the scriptures say too, that love worketh no ill towards his neighbor, right? So Esau is giving every nation of philosophy, this strong drink, this wine that represents philosophy, and pretty much making everybody stagger and drunk with his philosophies. All right? That thou art filled with shame for glory. All right? Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Right. So basically just going into the point of where Esau's foreskin, all right, which, you know, you show your foreskin by what? Taking off your clothes, man. All right. So Esau is going down and everybody's seeing it. All right. Just you know, just in short, Esau is going down and everybody's seeing it. It's being plain. So back at Isaiah 4, I told you go to
till 17. There's one more, really, this one. That's pretty much good. Right?
Okay, yeah. You just read that, right? That was Okay, con.
Shameful spewing. And that's what they're doing too. They're actually admitting that they had us in slavery. Lloyd's wants to apologize, but the scriptures say, trust not thine enemy. All right? It doesn't matter how much they apologize. They will seek to please the poor. It doesn't matter if you give us 40 acres and a mule and then some. It still ain't going to change nothing. Look what we living in. Pollution. All right? Homosexuality. That means if you're giving somebody some type of so-called respect or acknowledgement that look what we did to you, that means now you got to pretty much fix every other problem that's wrong with them particular people. Which what? Ghettos, drugs, right? Crime, infested neighborhoods, fixing the whole world, okay? Not cutting down no trees. That pretty much saying that the Lord ain't gonna let you to fix nothing. Look, you did what you did, the damage is done, and you got to go into slavery. We don't care about no half flag and half staff, whatever they call that.
Right. Well, even when you go into that word shame, the Hebrew word is I think it's qualun, if I'm not mistaken. That word shame means confusion or dishonor.
Wow.
You know? And hey, this place is confused and it's dishonorable, man. All the nations are seeing, all right, what you're doing to the Lord's people. All right? So this place is no longer known as the the place to go to. All right. So you had something. I'll go back to Isaiah 14.
Got it. You got it.
Back at Isaiah 14, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, in the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. You know, the infrastructure is effed up. You know, that's how you know places, bodies decaying, when it's in the grave and the worms begin to cover thee, man. You know, eating off thy flesh. Okay, so it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the grave, which didst weaken the nations? All right, and in short, by the words of the Lord's mouth, and then by the brightness of his coming. That's how you're going to be cut down. All right, the prophets, which everybody, you know, me and the brother been going to a couple of lessons, you know, in these past weeks about how everybody is now seeing what we're saying to be true. All right, so that's how, you know, you're being exposed. You know, and you can't have a lie flourish when the truth is out.
Yep.
You know, that's like having dark trying to cover everything when you got light in the room. It just don't work.
And darkness understood not.
It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Got that devil Elon Musk talking about he wants to go to Mars. He wants to bring his sons to Mars. And this how you know they never been up there too. One point you could prove is because if you can't govern the earth, and if you're having a problem on earth, how the hell can you go somewhere where it's a different realm and a different spirit of things?
Exactly.
So you can't, it doesn't even make no damn sense. That's how you know. That's one good, perfect indicator to know that they never been to the moon or Mars or none of that. It's just bullshit. These same kingdom, the ancient Greco-Roman Empire, you had like Jupiter, and like they used like gods. They believed in you know, they looked at the constellation, whatever. Like they looked at like, you know, like the Greeks had these false gods and stuff like that. But it goes right back to the same exact deities that they worshiped back then in the ancient world. You ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna go nowhere past your bounds. All right.
It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Now the satellites have eyes. Like a satellite has eyes. They want to see the all-seeing eye, like in a dollar bill, the pyramid, the all-seeing eye. All right. So Egypt is symbolic to a place of bondage. All right. And this is spiritual Sodom in Egypt here. It's symbolic to a place of bondage and homosexuality and so many abominable things, man. You can point them out with ease, man. Okay.
One more precept.
Come on.
It says, yet thou will be brought down to hell, meaning you're gonna be brought to a lower state, to the sides of the pit.
Hey, y'all, bring that out right quick. Just what does that say
This
right
article?
there? Yeah.
On the contact tracing.
Just that picture right there. Let me see something.
This one.
Now, we got this picture right here, right? If brothers could look close. My bad. I don't know if you could probably see that.
It's a little dark.
It's a little dark.
Oh,
Okay.
let me see. I'm gonna try to-
It's a little dark. Even if it don't show right.
Yeah.
That's a picture that we have of a staff and a flag, ancient Roman Empire, right? But they like reconstructed a ancient flag, right?
Oh no, because
And
kinda
you
see
can't
it.
you can't really see it, but it says Britannia on it. It says Britannia. You know that scripture in Daniel with the 8th, but it says Britannia. You ain't got to get it.
Came out of 8.
Yeah, but really,
The 8 came out of 7.
right? This last beast right here is dragon. All right, these draconian laws, Draco, whatever you know, whatever they call it. All right, they're severe and harsh. But just proving that flag with that staff, it says Britannia. Where did America come out of? Great Britain. All right, Esau's even telling with their images and their pictures. So we're just showing brothers, just for edification's sake, even if it's showed on and just brothers can look it up. It don't really matter. You know?
Yep. But yeah, some also.
Yeah, I was gonna bring out Obadiah, but we just wanted to get into that, man. Just with we ain't trying to make things too complicated. Little simple
That's
scriptures
great.
here, and just it is what it is, man. You know, but brothers can look up this information that America is symbolic to ancient Rome, the Greco-Roman Empire. It's the same exact thing playing again. The legislative branches,
Right.
what are the 3 branches of
Yeah,
the government?
judicial, legislative,
legislative, and I forgot the other one. It really ain't important. All right, because they're all fake, made-up laws anyway. All right.
Yep. So hey, man. Hey, what's the we named damn, got the title already.
It's all good.
Oh,
it's all good.
it's basically just a sign of the times. Through these half-race flags that's throughout the world. Hey, so with that, hey, Akim, stay strong, keep pushing for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
And we want to thank also Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Akakwadash for giving us for giving us the spirit to do more lessons, man. And Lord willing, brothers stay in the spirit, until that day, man. We see brothers in the kingdom, Lord willing. Hey, so shalom to the elect.
Shalom.